Hi everyone, it's Ken with the IT Factory, and in this video we're going to talk about date forecasting and schedules within the IT Factory software. So this is a product schedule within the IT Factory, and real quick we'll take a quick look through the items here. The top line item is our product name, so this is a schedule for widget catalog. Then it's followed by a strategic item name. In this case it's protect customer information. If you go back to the value grid video, you'll recall that we did an assessment or a mapping of feature items back to strategic elements. So based upon that mapping exercise, that determines the priority for the 4 feature sets which were associated with protect customer info within widget catalog. Then for the widget catalog product, we also had one feature set that was tied to a goal of decreasing operating cost. So based upon the scoring for create widget item is scored below our highest protect customer information value, that lined that strategic goal up second in the queue. Now if we look across here, you'll see that it's projected out forecasted dates. So I can tell when feature sets are anticipated to be started by a team and finished by a team. So now if I'm working in 2-week sprints, I can see that, oh, okay, this would be sprint 1, followed by sprint 2, the week of the 18th and the 25th, and etc. throughout the calendar. Then as I scroll over, you can see where, okay, we have protect customer information fully. The values should be fully delivered within the context of widget catalog by May 27th. A couple key fields that we use at the product level to help us derive these plans are cycle time, which is simply the amount of time it takes for one card to move all the way through from the point of being accepted by the team up until the product being delivered for implementation and end user use. Number of resources, how many people do we have to work on it, and schedule start date. Schedule start date is useful if I'm laying out a plan, but I don't have the team up and running. So maybe the date will be 2 months in the future, something like that. So now going back to the strategic items. So if I look at my strategic view here, we'll see I can look at protect customer information, and I will see on my assessments the scores for that value mapping exercise that we went through. And you'll see this drives the sequence that we have on the schedule. Now for this strategic item, I also have a schedule for this as well, where it is taking all of the product schedules, and consolidating them into one timeline. So this schedule starts with the strategic item of protecting customer information. Then I have one product that's associated to it via the feature set mapping called widget catalog. And now if I look, the dates are identical to what you see over on the product side. We'll open that up real quick. So if I look at the schedule here, you can see the dates, and then over on the strategic item that it's using the exact same scheduling algorithm. What this will tell me, however, is for a strategic element, I can see what the view looks like across multiple products. So if I have some of the value being provided by a second product, things like that, it'll consolidate all of that into one view. So then I would see for a specific product, here's the date that we expect to see that value delivered. And then for the second product, I would see a second date, and my protect customer information line would represent the overall complete delivery of that value to the organization. One last item to show is how the product owner would go about maintaining this information as they're working the backlog and refining their sprint roadmaps. So if I come in here, pull up a feature list, and we'll go into the feature of add user, you'll see there's a couple fields. One is estimated card count, and the second is completed card count. So as the team is working through cards during a sprint, the product owners are planning for the next sprint, whatever, can go in and say, okay, you know, we've got 5 cards done instead of 7. So by bumping this number up to 5, it will adjust the work remaining and reforecast the dates appropriately. So that's live as soon as the number is updated. Or the second field is estimated card count. So as we work through a sprint, you know, a lot of times what we thought was 1 card turns into 5 cards, things like that. Something we thought was simple ended up being complex. There were unknown dependencies, things that we learned as we worked through the sprint. So for this feature set, say I'm midway through the sprint and I find, oh, you know, we thought it was going to be 7 cards, but we found 5 more. So by upping this number to 12, then it will immediately and in real time adjust the date accordingly. We will go ahead and do that. So now if I go over to the product and open up Widget Catalog, now you'll see the timeline for my Add User feature set. It just basically almost doubled. So pushed it out another sprint. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions around date forecasting or anything with the IT Factory, feel free to shoot us an email at info@the-it-factory.com or visit our website. Thanks.